and Colleen from NQ Explorers back in the office in the bush for another day. Bit of a backwards video today. We've already found a great relic up here 2 weeks ago that we filmed on the way out one afternoon, and we resolved to come back and try the area again. So Colleen, you had a great recovery a couple of weeks ago.
Yes, that was my first ever.
We've given it away already.
Oh.
Doesn't matter. So later in the video we'll show it backwards. So we're going to do a couple of hours in here, and at the end we'll show you that great find that Colleen made 2 weeks ago. We'll give it away since you already have. It was Colleen's very first trade token, which isn't a common find in this part of Queensland really. So that was a great afternoon. It really capped off a great afternoon, so we resolved to come back. We'll do a couple of hours in here, see what we find, and then we've got another site we're going to fall back onto where we know we'll get a couple of old 19th century coins. Maybe go down there after lunch. I think you said you were going to use a 400i for a while.
Yes, it was too mineralised here, so I'll have to use the max.
Okay.
Yeah,
so the 400i being a fixed ground balance shatters a lot this really red soil. It's a goldfields after all. But we've got a couple of AT Maxes and a Pro in our arsenal, so no shortage of detectors. Anyway, thanks for watching our video, and we'll be back shortly with our first relic of the morning. Well, this one's semi-live. Got a bit of a northerly wind blowing, so maybe some audio issues, but we'll see what comes out of this hole. I've got the, that's a lovely clean signal, 75. A little bit of tone roll and crackling. Could be a shell casing. And that's the null sharpshooter on the AT Max there, you're seeing. What is this? Oh. Okay, it's a bit of. It's copper or brass. Old miner's supply tin or something like that. But you can see why that was such a good signal. Lots of brass there. Good quality. Could be Chinese. Some of these have Chinese script on them. Can't see any on that. But yeah, old 19th century supply tin. Iron's your friend when you're looking for relics. Not so much if you're looking for gold with a pulse induction machine with a VLF when you can discriminate. You want to be finding iron because it'll lead you to the old camps and the good relics. Let's push on. Well, here's a little tiny piece of 19th century Australian history. An old boot heel from a hobnail boot, probably a gold miner. There was a bit of iron grunt on it, but it felt a bit more substantial to me, so I dug it, and that's what I got. See, she's still got one nail in it. Nice. Actually, I'm not far from what I believe to what was the local, probably store or a shop, a very small building, but lots of iron around this spot. Well, if we have a look at the next hole, not far from where old mate lost his boot heel, he also lost a stirrup. Not a brass one, but it's an iron one. In good condition, considering how long it's been here. That was, as you can imagine, a pretty solid signal. Once again, there's a bit of iron grunt on it, but I dug it anyway, thinking it could be some sort of relic, and it was. Nice. You can go in the NQ Explorers stirrup collection.
Bullet. Very nice signal. Today I'm using the 400i. Just haven't used it for a while, so just getting my hand back in with it. And it should go quite well here. So we'll see.
Well, my theory about the digger's supply store being in this area may yet prove correct. I've just got some nice relics out of this hole. You can see that little bit of crockery with the red stripe, but look, brass doorknob. So obviously off a structure that was here. That's really interesting. I'm probably 20 metres behind the area where I suspect the building was, but she's seen better days, but it's been in the ground for 150 years. Nice. Okay, we'll just say morning 10. I've just got my second steel stirrup of the day. That was a pretty solid repeatable signal. It's probably presenting the footstep of the stirrup to the coil nicely, so that's why it was such a good target.
This is a solid 81. I think it's a bit too big to be a coin, but I'll just investigate. Oh, there it is. What is it? Bit of an old can.
Colleen's just down the gully on the AT Max. She's got that one with the Nell sharpshooter. I'm back on a Max. Down the coil, I've got a lovely, this could be a shoddy shell. You can hear something close to the surface there on the double D. It's a 76 repeatable. We'll just open all this up and see what we get here. It's pretty consistent in both directions, so it'll be a regular shaped object like a shoddy shell or something like that. You never know what you're going to find in these old goldfield sites. Just amazing relics come out of the ground. Okay, it's in the heap. I didn't see it come out. Do it the old hand sorting, mainly because due to bad planning, I haven't got a 9-volt battery in my pinpointer. That's the way it goes. Could go and buy one, but it's too far into town. What have we got? Oh, it's a it's a nice piece of brass. I'd say that's off an old set of suspenders or something. Solid 76 signal. Loop on top. I'd say it's suspenders or something like that from the 1800s. Nice. Well, there's an Aussie gold rush surface relic. An old draft horseshoe, or a horseshoe at least. Hand forged. Just sitting in the sun there. You can see it's been rusting away quietly until I've disturbed it. We'll just leave him there as a little bit of history on the ground. Colleen's got a Garrett AT Max with a Nell sharpshooter core, which is a 9-inch double D. She'll run that in 0 to scrim mode, not all metal. Okay, we're just on the way out, and Colleen said let's stop for a bit of relics on the flat here, and she's come up with a fantastic token, and it's just in glorious condition.
It's a huge one.
It's a huge, is it a penny token, I guess?
Well, it's
what's the date on it? What did you say it was? Somewhere Ipswich, Queensland.
Something Jones and Co. Ipswich, Queensland, Australia.
So that's 1860s. There's not many tokens. Well, we're in southeast Queensland. There's more than there are in North Queensland because by the time North Queensland was settled, they were illegal.
Oh, I see.
But that is magnificent. Look at it. What would you say the target idea was 90?
Yeah, it was 90. Very, very high. 90, jumping even over to, 2 and 3.
It's like in mint condition. Is there a date on it?
Not sure. I'll have to clean it up.
Okay, well we'll get some nice still pics of it, but that's an awesome find. Well done. I'll just take another. Just turn a bit. Boy, that must have made your heart jump when that came out. That's how I want it. Okay, the sharpshooter call's really killing it in the last few minutes of the day. Colleen's got a ring now near that Ipswich token.
It's a bit strange. Is it a ring? The top looks like a ring. But what's this thing at the bottom? Looks like a ring.
No, it's not a ring. What the heck is that? Looks like a giant's ring. It's awesome, whatever it is. It's an awesome old relic. Has it come off something?
Broken off something, yeah. I wonder what it was. Looks like a ring, doesn't it?
They're not brass knuckles, are they?
Oh, no, I think they'd be different.
No, but it's broken off. Oh, you wouldn't have that on there, would it? Looks like brass knuckles. That'd be awesome. But there's no Is there anything on that? No.
Oh, it's a bit dirty to see.
It's snapped.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll give it a good clean when we get home. It might just be a bushwalk. We don't know what we're going to find today. We're in some old gold diggings. We're going to go for a bit of a wander through the bush together and see if we can ping some relics or maybe spot an old camp. How we're going to do that, we're going to turn our iron audio on, so we're going to pick up some iron. If we can pick up some iron, we know the old timers have been in the area. They've definitely worked all through here, but it's a matter of finding where they've been camped. So off we go. We're going to head up over the ridge line in front of me there and see if we can find these old workings, skim round the edges of the workings and see if we can determine where they've been camped. Back shortly. Well, we've just arrived at the old diggings. It was only a 15-minute walk. You can see there's a series of potholes through here, and they're on the ridge line behind me. We'll scout down through here and maybe up on that flat on the other side and see if there's a camp there. Right, we're just going to move around the ridge line here a bit on this track, onto another side, onto the flats where we know there's some camps. We've got a chance of finding some old coins and relics down there, so we'll be back shortly in a second location. I'm in an old shack, an old mining shack. You can see that big post is the old foundation. Where that point of the pick is, got a solid 80. Now it's very soft, but the reason I got it was because of this. I've got a Nell snake now, little tiny snake on a Pro. That's the thing about Metaltech that I love. The day just turns around in an instant. I've got a really solid 75 under one of these dry grass clumps. They're quite spiky actually. I got a couple previously, but they've been 303 holes, and now I've got a coin. 75. It's halfpenny obviously, so it's going to be it's pretty worn. I don't know what that is actually. Well, it's either going to be a kangaroo or a Britannia, but not 75 would normally be a kangaroo halfpenny, not a Britannia. I'm wrong, it's a Britannia halfpenny. I can see Britannia there. Oh, awesome, this is a Gold Rush coin. There's Bunhead Vicky. What a ripper. We'll get it up close and we'll get a date. Well, there she is. It's an 1885 Britannia halfpenny. It's quite warm, but gee, it's in good condition. It's there's no corrosion or cancer. Lovely patina. That's a beautiful coin to add to the collection. That's turned the day around, so we've got 2 cents from the 1970s probably. And this one from 100 years earlier. What a ripper. I'll give the old halfpenny a bit of love and attention. After being in the ground for so long. That was an interesting find because it was inside, like underneath a full-on grass clump, so it was a difficult detection, but it wasn't so hard with that little coil. If you had a big coil and you hovered over the top of the clump, you probably would have still got it, but that little coil has rewarded me with that beautiful coin. I'm happy with that. Right, I'm just along from that halfpenny. 85 halfpenny. I've got a mid-60s tone here, but it's quite deep, so this is going to be, Goldfields too, related. Well, everything in here is Goldfields related. There is some modern rubbish on the top that we've picked up. Okay. It's over in there. Geez, it's hard to dry out here. Oh, it's a 303, look at that, look how deep it is though. 303 hole. My next target is this little brass saddle stud. That was quite deep, but the little snake on a small target was quite loud. It's a 55, but that's a nice little recovery, nice piece of brass. Just trying to shield the camera from the wind. We're out in these flats here. Here's a surface find. I've just kicked it with my boot. It's an old file. She's not in real good nick. Been laying there a very long time. Time for a bit of lunch. So we'll wash up here in the old gold pan.